From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in Week 4. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just keeping the play alive. He's going to go deep for Conley. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And the Rams are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Back to throw. Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Lance now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on a catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lance a give now to Sermon. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On play action, Lance. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
would do? I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. 49ers 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike 13, Mike 13.
On the handoff, Sermon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff, Sermon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Sermon. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a run with Sermon. Sermon with space, a 1st down, and then some. And down to the 19-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Harris. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's Sermon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Lance looking to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now Richardson on 1st and 10. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. In his own end zone, it's Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Lance going to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Lance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Again, it's Lance. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lance, he gets it complete to Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field are covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Richardson caught here by Conley. 7 yards the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll run here with Akers. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lance. Flushed out right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 27. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. On the handoff, it's Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Seibert able to knock this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game. So now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack on first down, Lance trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 13, Mike 13. Check in. Switch up, switch up. Mike 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lance now on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Lance. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike 7, 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 7.
Back to throw. Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked picked off at the 13. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, what a move. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Richardson. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios to run.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers there to make the grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Oh, he nearly took it the distance. Not quite, though. What a great return as they finally corral him inside the 5 at the 3.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
And they'll run with Sherman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, Sherman. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Lance. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A big offensive explosion.